Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good day and welcome to the show on this Wednesday, the 21st of July, 2021. Glad to have you guys here. Now, you know what? If you guys are anywhere on the East Coast of the United States, New England area, there's smoke out there. Hazy smoke. It's haze. It lowers the index quality of the air that you breathe. And this doesn't affect younger people so much, but it's something that affects older people more so, and you probably want to stay inside and stay in the air conditioned space, during this time when it's smoke from giant fires out in Western Canada and Western United States right now. It's actually drifting over. So we got that going on. Let's take a look at something else. Let's open up the charts right here and take a look at what's going on out there. China, the Communist Party, through their One Belt and One Road initiative, they have bought up, it says 192,000 acres of United States farmland they've got at the beginning of 2020. They control 192,000 acres of United States farmland worth about $1.9 billion. This land is used for farming, ranching, forestry, according to the Department of Agriculture. That's a lot of land. But there's 900 million acres in total of U.S. farmland. So the Chinese, if they can buy enough farmland, and enough agricultural land and enough forestry land and ranching land, says the Communist Party has actively supported investment in foreign agriculture as part of its One Belt, One Road initiative. The current trend with the United States is leading the United States toward the creation of a Chinese-owned agricultural land monopoly. They have warned about this in a recent House Appropriations hearing. So, oh man, there's a lot going on in the world right now. We're looking at the silver price bouncing back some today. 25.17 for silver. It's up 24 cents today so far. It's not where it should be. Now I look at some things like a tell, and what I mean by that is this little market correction that we saw and then bounce back a couple days later, right? We've had about 3 of them now. I look at them like tremors to a bigger one that's coming in the future. When's the big one going to come? Well, of course, when the money starts to run out. But man, they printed an awful lot. Well, they didn't really print it, but they created an awful lot of money. And it takes time for that to run out of the system. The liquidity to start to dry up. Now the central banks have changed their focus now. They're focusing on inflation. So they don't have this big impetus they had. Do you remember at the start of the COVID crisis, they had this big impetus to create more money and to inflate things and keep the markets up and everything? Well, now they're thinking in different terms. They're thinking we got to fight inflation. How do you fight inflation? Well, you don't print a whole bunch of money. And anyway, so the money is going to run out at a certain point. There's the old saying, what goes up has to come down. What we're talking about here is the stock market. But how this is a tell is, you watch these other markets too, like the gold market, the silver market, oil market. What did they all do when we seen that downturn in the stock market? Everything fell simultaneously. Cryptocurrencies, gold, silver, oil, everything in the same day. And I look at that as a tell. If we get a bigger crash coming up or a bigger correction coming up, we're going to see bigger drops in the prices of these things. And what do we see? We see the dollar index going up when that happens. So this is all a tell of what's coming in the future. If things roll over and the market goes down, it can go down a lot bigger than what we saw. Of course, at a certain point, they're going to step in. And they're going to change that focus from fighting inflation to fighting deflation. It's topsy-turvy. Everything's topsy-turvy right now. Let's take a look now at cryptocurrencies and see what, well, we got to do gold. See what gold's doing today. We didn't check gold. Gold price is 1804. It's down 570. But it looks like it's climbing right now. So I wouldn't expect to see it keep that down 570. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends on the positive side tonight. 1804 for gold. Let's check cryptocurrencies. 1295 for cryptocurrencies, and that's the billions in billions. So the industry is $1,295 billion with a Bitcoin price of 31,876 today. Let's move on and check the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is up 230 points on the day at 34,742. So all of those losses that we see in the Dow, they're all gone. They're right back up to where it was, you know. So the Dow Jones is it hasn't went anywhere. Listen, guys, this hasn't went anywhere in months. If we go back and we take a look at this thing over a period of months, you know, it come up and it plateaued, and it's just staying at a plateau. Of course, this isn't the monthly chart, is it? What are we looking at here? Anyway, it's plateaued, and it hasn't. I've been seeing a 34,000. Hasn't made it up much higher than that. It's been staying there for months, hovering in around that price range. Let's take a look now at crude oil, $69.73. So it settled back down under $70. Now we're going to take a look at the MOVE index today. 69.31. Now this is getting kind of high. MOVE index. And as the MOVE index starts to get kind of high, you know what we can expect? Instability in the credit markets. And this is with them doing all these repos. It's supposed to stabilize this part of the financial system. That's what the repos are there for. That's what, you know, first they did repo, and then they did reverse repo. So it shows that the system is swinging from one type of instability to another. Okay, well, it would be between the instability would be between not having enough cash on hand, basically, and then not having enough collateral on hand within the banking system. So let's move on and take a look at bonds and rates today, and we're seeing the bond yields bounce back today. We're looking at the U.S. 10-year at 1.28, and it's bounced back 7.6 basis points. And the U.S. 30-year is at 1.94, and it's bounced back 7.6 basis points. So that's quite a bit of movement on the long end of the yield curve today. You know, we're seeing quite a gain in yields. Take a look at the U.S. dollar today, and it's falling off. It's at 92.82. It peaked over 93 there yesterday. You know, for the first time in a long time, it's been up that high. Thank you guys for listening to my show. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the very next episode. Bye-bye. Oh, and have a great day, guys.